Topkapi Palace, the former residence of the Ottoman sultans, stands as a monumental symbol of the empire's power and cultural legacy. Among its many treasures, the Chamber of the Holy Relics, Mukaddes Emanetler Dairesi, houses a substantial collection of sacred relics associated with Prophet Muhammad, his companions, and Islamic history. This article delves into the significance of these relics, their historical journey to Istanbul, and their cultural importance in the context of the Ottoman Empire and beyond. The Topkapi Palace Museum in Istanbul houses a renowned collection of Islamic relics, considered some of the most sacred in the Muslim world. These relics, known as the sacred trusts, include items believed to belong to the Prophet Muhammad, his companions, and other prophets. They were brought to Istanbul after Sultan Selim I conquered Egypt in 1517. The Islamic sacred relics, Turkish, Mukaddes Emanetler, also known as the Holy Relics, known collectively as the Sacred Trust, consist of religious relics sent to the Ottoman sultans between the 16th century to the late 19th century. With the conquest of the Arabic world by Sultan Selim I in 1517, the caliphate passed from the vanquished Abbasids to the Ottoman sultans. The Islamic prophet Muhammad's mantle, which was kept by the last Abbasid caliph Mutawakkil III, was given to Selim I. The various relics of Muhammad, his followers, and other items purportedly associated with Muhammad were brought to Topkapi Palace in Istanbul, where they remain to this day. The relics are housed in the former private chambers of the Sultan, the privy chambers, which are located in the third courtyard of the palace. The decimal chamber is the room in which Abraham's pot, Joseph's turban, the staff of Moses, David's sword, scrolls belonging to John the Baptist, and Muhammad's footprint are on display. The Sadrvanli sofa is the room where the keys to the Kaaba, gutters of the Kaaba, the casing of the black stone, Hadjar al-Aswad, the door of repentance, and the swords of Muhammad's companions are on display. The audience chamber, also known as the House of Petitions, Arzane, houses a piece from a tooth of Muhammad. Dendin-i-Sadeh, hair from the beard of Muhammad, Sakal-i-Sarif, the seal of Muhammad, Mur-i-Sadeh, an autographed letter of Muhammad, Name-i-Sadeh, and Muhammad's swords and bow in their exclusive reliquary made by Ottoman goldsmiths. These are known as the sacred trusts, Mukaddes Emanetler. The Quran is recited continuously by a mufti in this chamber. The Chamber of the Blessed Mantle houses the Blessed Mantle and the Holy Banner of Muhammad, in their golden chests beneath a latticed silver canopy. The tradition of collecting and preserving sacred relics in Islam traces back to the early days of the faith. The Ottomans were particularly sensitive to this tradition, as possessing the relics was seen as both a commitment to the legacy of Islam and a means of legitimizing their authority as caliphs. From the time of the Prophet Muhammad, the reverence for his possessions and those of his companions has been deeply ingrained in Islamic culture. Items associated with the Prophet, such as his hair, clothing, and personal items, were meticulously preserved and regarded as sources of blessing and healing. The early Muslim community recognized that these relics embodied the faith and the teachings of Islam, leading to their careful protection and veneration. The journey of sacred relics to Istanbul. The Ottomans began to actively collect and preserve the relics of the Prophet and his companions following their conquest of Mecca and Medina during Sultan Selim I's military expedition in 1517. Sultan Selim I, upon entering these holy cities, sought to gather sacred items to bring back to Istanbul, emphasizing the Ottomans' role as the protectors of Islam. Among the treasures he collected were the keys to the Kaaba, the protective case of the Hadjar al-Aswad, the Black Stone, and various banners and relics that symbolized the Prophet's legacy. The relics were transported to Istanbul in gilded bundles, with inscriptions declaring their sacred nature. This collection was a powerful statement of the Ottomans' commitment to Islam and their claim to the caliphate. The sacred relics served not only as religious artifacts but also as symbols of the Ottoman dynasty's legitimacy and authority over the Muslim world.